Hey everybody, very excited to show you this new feature that we quietly rolled out right after Easter. We like to call it integrated events. Lots of clients have been asking for the ability to use the calendar on Catholic social media to not only create an event, but then also connect all of the relevant social posts and resources to that event. So in this example, we're actually just going to build a second collection event for seminarian education on Sunday, May 3rd. So Mitch, what are we going to do here?
Awesome. So first thing, we're actually going to go to that date. So I'll click the plus icon on Sunday, May 3rd. We have our three standard options. Let's start with, we want to make sure our posts and resources are ready to go for the event. So I'll actually create a post first. Let's do that. So we have our caption ready to go. And then we'll go next. And then we can tag this obviously with whatever we want to tag it with. If we have distribution groups, I'll just go ahead and publish this one as is. So we've got the post. The other thing, John, then is building out the resource. I'm going to go ahead and create this as its own category. We're going to go, what was it, John? Second collection?
Second collection for seminarian education.
Perfect. And what we have here, we're going to start it today. Let's archive it automatically end of May just to be safe. And then I want to upload the PDF. We're just going to keep it super basic, so we're going to have that one there. I'm going to publish this one. Can tag it if you need to. And then we can go back. So obviously you could have more posts, more resources for the specific event. We'll just do one post, one resource. But this is where the kind of cool part comes in. So what I'll do, I'll click the plus icon and we can create an event. So I'll go ahead and click on this. And we're just going to call it Second Collection for Seminarian Education. In the description, you can include any additional details that you would need. I'm just going to include second collection. And then we can also do a color code. So what's cool about the color code, you can enter a hex code in to have this branded or show up however you need to, whatever color might be associated with it. In this case, it looks like a green. So if we wanted to grab a green, we could. And then the event date we already have on May 3rd. So that's all set. You'll notice there's a couple other steps here. When I click on next, I can actually assign content tags and distribution groups to the event itself. So if this event only applied to certain groups, we could do that. We could create custom tags for these types of events. I'm going to click on next to show you the cool part, which is we can come in now and add any social media posts that we want to have attached to this event. So this is the post we just created. So I'll just click on this. We'll click add, and you'll notice that button changes to remove. So this has been added. And if there were other posts that we had, we could add them as well. So you'd have multiple social media posts attached. Once we're good there, I can actually click next, and then you have the option to add resources. So any resource that we've already created could be added. Obviously, we have one specifically for this event. We'll click add here, and then we'll click on next. The last step then, we can actually check mark if you want to send notifications. So this is super cool. If you check mark this, it will send email notifications to parish users about the event. So this very last step is going to be super handy when you're wanting to let people know that something important is available for them in Catholic social media. And then as soon as you check that, you'll notice there is the email text box. It actually has an email kind of drafted up for you already, which is nice. This is going to say hi. It's going to insert your name. Second collection for seminarian education is coming up on May 3rd. We've created an event on your calendar with links. And then this is actually going to link directly to that event. It already builds in, we're in Kansas City, so it puts in Marissa's name. You can edit this as you like. So this will help you change whatever messaging you need to get directly to them, but this kind of gets you a starting point with a direct link to that event. I'm not going to actually do that right now, but you can then, if you don't want to do notifications, you just click publish. And it'll say event has been created successfully. And now you as the diocese or archdiocese, you'll see your event here. And you can click into it to see, here's the event I created. Here's all the posts. Here's all the resources. You can edit and delete it. And this is exactly how it shows up for your parishes as well. So when they're sifting through their social media calendar in CSM, they will now see this event and they'll see all the associated resources with it. So, John.
and all the publishing tools are right here. So
Yeah.
the idea is that as the parish, you kind of grab it and go, oh, you could even do something where, let's say there were 3 social posts for this second collection. You could set it up where those were on different dates leading up to that event and after that event, but could still help parishes basically tell the full story of that second collection. So the idea here is that nobody has to sort of step into different areas of the tool if there's something really specific going on. I think of this for like confirmations. I think of this for like Corpus Christi processions, all kinds of good things like that. So we're super excited to just see how everybody utilizes this tool. Again, we think it's to be an absolute game changer. No longer are your parishes going to have to simply look at a calendar and say, oh, there's something and maybe there's some downloads, but like I can't really take action now that we've got the publishing tools right alongside it and the notifications. You can really let your people know about things going on. You can also even use this for breaking news inside of your diocese. So if there's a particular moment, say for instance, you're going to have a new bishop named or a new auxiliary bishop named, it's actually pretty easy to build the event, put the social posts and the downloads, and then notify everybody in the diocese about that event so that it drops right into their inbox and they can take action and that news can start to get out right away. So again, very excited to see how everybody uses this. But just let us know if you have questions. Always just reach out to us, either me or Mitch, and we're happy to walk you through the details.